Gypsy Rose Blanchard, who was recently released from prison after serving over 7 years for the murder of her mother, Claudinia D.D. Blanchard, will have to postpone her dream of meeting Taylor Swift. The 32-year-old, known for her admiration of the pop star, had hoped to attend the Kansas City Chiefs game this weekend in the hopes of a chance encounter with Swift. However, Gypsy and her husband, Ryan Scott Anderson, have been instructed to leave Missouri, where she was incarcerated at the Chillicothe Correctional Center. The reasons behind their expulsion from the state remain unclear, but it is speculated that local law enforcement is concerned about the potential security risks associated with Gypsy's presence in the Kansas City area. Gypsy, originally from Louisiana, had been staying at a downtown Kansas City hotel following her release, where her family organized a warm welcome home celebration. During her time in the city, Gypsy made several public appearances, engaging with the paparazzi and happily posing for photographs with fans. Despite having already purchased Chiefs tickets in advance, Gypsy understands the necessity of her departure, although she is undoubtedly disappointed. In a recent interview, Gypsy described Taylor Swift as a kick-ass chick and credited her song Eyes Wide Open for helping her cope with the traumatic experiences she endured as a child under her mother's care. Gypsy even used her commissary funds to purchase all 9 of Swift's albums that were released during her time behind bars. Gypsy served less than 8 years of her 10-year sentence after pleading guilty to her involvement in the stabbing death of her mother in June 2015, which was carried out by her then-boyfriend, Nicholas Gojon. The case of the ex-con turned star has captured the attention of millions since her trial began. The story was even featured in HBO's 2017 film, Mommy, Dad and Dearest, and the popular 2019 Hulu miniseries, The Act. Adding to the intrigue, she also shared her side of the story in a detailed 4-part interview with 2020, which has amassed a staggering 45 million views on ABC's YouTube channel. The ex-con, known as Gypsy, played a role in plotting and covering up the murder of her mother. However, her actions were driven by a lifetime of abuse and manipulation. Gypsy was led to believe that she suffered from various serious illnesses, including cancer, heart palpitations, and severe allergies. Her mother, Dee, suffered from Munchausen syndrome by proxy, a psychological disorder where parents fabricate or induce illnesses in their children. For years, Gypsy was confined to a wheelchair by her mother, had her head shaved to appear sick, and underwent numerous unnecessary surgeries as her mother deceived one doctor after another. She was even forced to rely on a feeding tube. It wasn't until Gypsy's arrest that she discovered she was actually a healthy individual, free from the illnesses her mother had convinced her she had. As she prepares for her release from prison, Gypsy expresses deep regret for her involvement in her mother's demise. She acknowledges that her mother, despite her actions, was a sick woman and that she lacked the knowledge and understanding to recognize it at the time. Gypsy believes that she deserves to be where she is now, serving time in prison for her criminal behavior. She acknowledges that her mother did not deserve the fate she met, and she takes responsibility for her role in the tragic events that unfolded.